Welcome to this session covering base and read quality values in PacBio BAM files. My name is Matthew Seaton, and I'm the Field Applications Bioinformatics Scientist covering Western North America. We'll first take a look at unpolished data before examining the circular consensus sequencing output of the Sequel IIe system, and then the current output for the Revio and Vega systems. In unpolished PacBio data, such as the fail reads BAM files that come off the Revio and Vega instruments, the individual base quality values are all placeholders. The instruments do not attempt to judge whether a single pulse of light from a single base incorporation event will empirically match up with the base in a given reference, as there's not nearly enough data to do so. It's only after evaluating the data's self-consistency in our circular consensus sequencing, or CCS algorithm, that meaningful base quality values are possible. While these quality values should be regarded as basically zero, they are encoded as $signs corresponding to QV3 because of the binning strategy I'll show in detail later. The Sequel IIe platform was the first to run our CCS algorithm on board and produce meaningful base quality values natively. When we have reads of at least 3 full passes along the molecule, the algorithm evaluates the data self-consistency across all passes, combined with our knowledge of how our enzymes work to produce not only a highly accurate consensus sequence, but also individual base quality values coded using the usual ASCII plus 33 Fred scaling, and an overall read quality value stored as a decimal value between 0 and 1 in the RQ field of the BAM file. This overall read quality score depends mostly on the abundance and quality of the lowest confidence bases present, and 1 minus the score should agree well with the average per base error rate of reads with that score. Starting with the Revio platform and continuing on the Vega, DeepConsensus was added to the consensus generation to further improve the accuracy of the output and the consensus calculation, and the base and read quality calculations followed the scheme outlined on the left. DeepConsensus operates on portions of the sequence with the lowest confidence after coming out of CCS. Importantly, the overall read quality is computed based on the expected error rate across all base quality values at this point in step 3. The calculation is not yet finished, however. The base quality values are recalculated using the CCS model, which ensures consistency across the read, but the CCS algorithm may output lower confidence in some bases than DeepConsensus does. Finally, the base quality values are binned. The binning scheme for base quality values is shown here on the left. The main motivation for reducing the quality resolution is reducing the overall output file size from about 1 byte per base to about half a byte per base. For a Revio Smart Cell, this could be savings of 50 gigabytes or more, especially with the new smart chemistry. For Vega, this will save about 30 gigabytes of storage per run. It's important to remember that the read quality values scored in the RQ field are computed from the full resolution base quality values, which are not output. So if you try to redo the calculation of read quality from the bin base qualities, you won't get the same answer. A final note on our base quality scores is particular to homopolymer stretches. In a run of repeated bases, all of the uncertainty in the homopolymer length is ascribed to the leftmost base in a run, while the remaining bases in the run all have maximal quality. In the above Revio data, almost all of the bases have maximal quality, but the 4A run has some uncertainty to it, and that's reflected in the D quality value in the leftmost A in the run. One can expect that the true homopolymer length will vary from the calculated homopolymer length according to a normal distribution centered on the calculated length and with a variance in accordance with the base quality value on that leftmost base. Especially astute investigators may occasionally notice a non-maximal quality score in a homopolymer run. Such cases are where there was some, usually small uncertainty in the identity of a base in what was ultimately calculated to be a homopolymer run, but such instances are uncommon. PacBio data, most of the lingering error in the sequencing output, typically 0.1% or less in most datasets, is indel errors, and most of those will be homopolymer length uncertainty. This is in contrast with PCR-based sequencing technologies, in which substitutions are the dominant error type and indels are less common. Thank you for joining me today for this inside look at PacBio base and read quality values.